Hello there, this is part 2 of my HTC story, and I was saying in the last video that it would be a gracious moment burning the uniform, so I was talking about my JOB. But anyway, before I even got on any team, which is breakthrough closers, I actually got a girlfriend before I'd even got close to finding any high-ticket partner. So at the minute, what I can say is that we're approaching 2019. So right now, this is going to excite all of you if you're in the UK. Because, hey, 2019, it's a very good time to join Dan Lok, to join HTC, as at the moment, the UK closing scene is just blowing up with opportunities. The opportunities are going to be starting to go up like crazy. Because also from these other YouTube videos, I've just had an influencer who's already contacted me. Well, a partner anyway. So yeah, she's seen some of these videos and seems to be interested. So she could be in line to work with me, because I think she wants to, so I was quite surprised by that. And to see another opportunity on Facebook, I was a bit stunned. I was like, whoa. I was a bit like kind of surprised. And thinking to myself, it's actually great that the whole UK scene is starting to go up. But like I say, in another video, I will possibly talk about that, how things are going. So yeah, on the closing radar. So, but yeah, as we're now progressing into 2019, like I say, I'm already close to getting out of the JOB, as I said in the last video. But as I've been going through, it's been a bit tough, but yeah. And like I say, it's going to be a big one. Because like back then, procrastinating, I guess I could have got faster results, but at least the results have been coming. I know that at first they were a little average, because later on, after I graduated, I was then going out in the influencer world. And I think there was one influencer that was like, was trying to charge like £500, so I could then work with him. Almost trying to work out a deal, but then in the end, like, the deal never went through. So I found another one, and I found he's sort of MLM. And yeah, as time progressed, and I've contacted quite a few influencers. So I think once I got back from a holiday with my family, then I just didn't really have much success. But another part of my journey I'm going to tell you about is also the time that my mom found about HTC, and she was a bit like, well, what are you doing? Because let me tell you something, the crabs around us are going to be nipping away. Because I guess, when I found out, she was so shocked and started interrogating me, as she always does, which wasn't very good. And I was like so scared I would get closed out. But thankfully, I'm still in HTC, and through all that trouble, I made it into Chris Gamber's team, which I'm absolutely happy about. And and I'm excited for 2019. And I will be explaining more about all the different things going on. So, if you decide that you want to join, after hearing my story, even if it was a bit mythful in places, then okay. There will be a link down below this video, and there'll be a informative webinar. So then it's just a case of watching it. And that very webinar, I'll tell you about it, was back at the very start, before I decided to join. You know what, I was kind of skeptical for quite a few months before I even got closed. And to be honest, and let me be direct with you, it took quite a long time for me to be closed in. I mean, even with guarantor loan, which I got to keep like 1,000 of it, I then saved it for the HTC program, and then once I got to the webinar, I realized that I wanted to buy. So I was taking notes one day after I came back from the gym, and then suddenly some tears just came down my face, and I started crying because at work, I suppose there was less staff and everyone reporting each other. My dating life at the time was almost going down the shitter. It was not good. So yeah, when I watched that webinar, I am thankful I did, because I don't regret making that decision, even though I'm not as close as where I would have wanted to be. But at least right now, by 219, I'm very close. So and the opportunities are starting to pour in. And the UK will definitely have a closing industry soon, here in and here out. Yeah, that's going to be a very exciting time. So what I'm going to do is, when you feel that you're ready to make that decision, you're ready to take that leap of faith, as in one of my other videos I've got, there's going to be a link to a webinar, like I say, which will be informative. The one I watched, the very same one that made me cry, and because I thought of the times when I got a taste of running shift after I'd gotten demoted, but that's another story. But I did think back to those experiences too, and I just burst into tears, because I think that the big pain for me was that it was like being bollocked by my supervisor, which wasn't nice. But anyways, after hearing part 1 and part 2, it will be your decision if you decide to join. You don't have to, but stay tuned for more content. Thank you. Also, before I go, I'll be putting a call link in case you want to book a call with me, so you can find out more about HTC and if it's for you. I'm not going to take on everybody. This is not for the skeptical. And this is also not for the people that are weak-hearted. Well, let's say not for the faint-hearted anyways. So, viewers, I'm going to wish you a good night. Keep warm. And stay good. See you soon. Thank you.